Jerry vs. Toy Freddy, it's not bad. GamingPlush64 is, to date, I think, one of the most underrated creators in this community. And I think what it comes down to is just that he makes very sort of casual projects, but it's undeniable his sort of floor of quality that he gives to a lot of his projects. And Jerry vs. Toy Freddy, I think, is a pretty classic example of one of them. Being from the inaugural 100-hour challenge, it is a very interesting project to look back on, because while a lot of people decided to work in teams, and you see a lot of these team projects that may have not aged nearly as well, and Jerry vs. Toy Freddy is certainly no stranger to that fact, it's still kind of impressive to think about the fact that Patrick decided to make this project and was able to do something like it in, again, merely 100 hours. The writing isn't necessarily the craziest thing out there, and to be honest, that can be said for quite a few of Patrick's projects. Writing has never been something that people sort of take away as his big selling point, but I still think it's always been very foundationally solid. It's kind of rare to have a moment in a Patrick battle with like actively bad writing, but it's not to say that it's never happened before. I think there's a lot of fun on the Jerry side. I think Patrick certainly makes the character his own, with like the awkward, or like the, you know, ratio plus Scott is a Republican. It does date the battle a little. Same thing with like the anti-masker joke, but I still think it's fun. It doesn't necessarily take away from it in that way to me. Toy Freddy side, on the other hand, I think is some solid and fun flows where they might be missing a few punchlines, though they aren't certainly lacking them, because I still think about the, you know, "You're not that guy, pal, you're just that guy," being a pretty solid punchline from Patrick. On the audio end, it's pretty solid as well. I think the beat is just kind of low-key and sort of groovy and has a decent tempo. Patrick's Jerry is a very, again, goofy, sort of like making the performance, making the character his own. It's a very fun interpretation of it. And for Toy Freddy, I do wish, as a little behind-the-scenes info for this 100-hour challenge, Patrick and Mancha were going to feature in each other's battles. So I think Mancha was going to play Toy Freddy originally, and I would have been interested in that take, and I think the voice would have been a lot more fun than Patrick's Toy Freddy, which is just kind of, I don't know, I'm not getting much out of it. But again, it's a very solid performance from Patrick. It's just, you know, it's fine. It's all like solid. It's all very solid. And finally, can't talk about Patrick battle without the video. I think the Toy Freddy parts being animated in the way that they were in 100 hours by himself back in 2022 is all so damn impressive. I am shocked that anyone was able to do that kind of thing. And again, even back then, it was even more impressive. That's why I won the challenge that year. But even the, you know, the Jerry parts, I think that all the little animations and stuff, like all the backgrounds that he has for the Jerry parts, it all looks good. It's all done very well, in my opinion. I think it all looks like very put together. The only part where you can kind of tell is there's a bit of a skimp in quality is when the text box shows up, like the sort of, you know, typical bonus battle text box, and Toy Freddy first, where he just kind of flashes through different animatronics sitting down. But I still think the aesthetic to that shot is cool enough to where I don't particularly mind it. Overall, this project helps me realize again that GamingPlush64 is a very foundationally strong creator who gets sort of overlooked by the casual nature of his projects, where a lot of people these days might go and make very big scale projects that are extremely experimental or made to be the most definitive battle possible. GamingPlush64 makes battles for the average viewer who isn't necessarily looking to like have something that's the deepest thing for them to possibly sink their teeth into. Not that we've never seen a complex or a project with a big idea from Patrick, but you get what I mean, right? Like a lot of the times, they have projects that are lower stakes, and those I think get swept under the rug, and those are the ones I'm talking about, not the bigger ones. It's very much like a quick throw on and enjoy yourself watch. It's popcorn theater of rap battles, essentially. But it's not to say that any of it is low effort or bad. I think it's Patrick as a creator has always topped at least 75% of the catalogs and the stuff that's coming out from the creators of any year, of like whatever year you're talking about. Like this, I would say this project is stronger than 75% of the stuff that was coming out in 2022. And today, what Patrick's making is stronger than 75% of the stuff that is being made in 2025. I think he's a very strong creator who just gets a little overlooked because of the style and the approach that he takes, being a little more casual and a little more low stakes in his projects. So yeah, overall, I'd say this battle, it's not bad. Transition, did you give this battle a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best, you're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like. Please subscribe. Please don't cry. Hit the bell as well. Next to my head here is another review that you can watch. Hit that up, or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Battletano, forever.